Hey everybody, so today I wanted to go over Clayton Christensen's book, The Innovators Dilemma. This is a very necessary read for anybody that is an entrepreneur or that wants to become an entrepreneur, and anybody that's in any kind of leadership role within a big company. Um, and we will go over the reasons why and a little bit of my review of the book. Clayton Christensen, he first starts talking about the two different types of innovation that exist. The first one being sustaining innovation. Now, sustaining innovation is when a company improves their product's performance based on customer feedback. They are always trying to improve based on the current needs of now and what will bring the best return now for a company. Disruptive innovation is the other type of innovation that exists, and it usually measures in lower performance in the key features valued by the market, such as return on investment and a big customer audience, big customer segmentation. Um, they are disruptive innovations that will evolve to meet future needs better than sustaining innovation does. They will bring innovations to the market that we don't necessarily know that we need now, but do become a bigger deal than we realize. And here is the dilemma that Clayton Christensen brings within his book. The following a sustaining innovation path is good for the short term. It has good ROI. You're catering to your current customer needs, and you're bringing in that return by innovating the current product that you have. But that doesn't mean that their long-term needs will always be met by taking this route. Now, by following the disruptive innovation path, um, it doesn't make sense currently, and there is no attractive ROI right from the get-go, right from the beginning, but it can disrupt markets in the future. And for this to happen, there needs to be a dedication of valuable resources, time, investments, money, all things that big companies cannot afford to invest in and dedicate in small and unproven offerings. These unproven offerings are these the small ROI and everything. Clayton Christensen says that big companies can't do this because of the costs that they take on and everything. And so good managers, what good managers will do is they'll find the best way to improve a product, to improve their services, and that is not through innovation. Now, it's not through disruptive innovation. It's just through sustaining the product that you have and making that better. Now, disruptive innovation is always and usually taken on by smaller companies, by entrepreneurs that have small niche markets, and these markets tend to grow over time once they find the importance of or once they're able to take their innovation and make that important. Um, he talks about why a small company, an entrepreneur that's taking his disruptive product does not necessarily need to worry about these big companies, and it's just because that an entrepreneur or a smaller company that's working on a disruptive innovation, they are quicker to adapt because you have to survive. You take on lower costs, and so you can adapt your products, your innovations a lot easier than big companies can. And Clayton goes into really the science behind these two types of innovations, and I loved reading his book. It is a more technical book, so you do have to pay attention to what you're reading or listening, and to really understand it. But once you do, me as wanting to be an entrepreneur, that really helped me get my spirits up because I saw that, hey, I won't need to fight against Samsung or Apple, let's say, if I decide to take on a technology product, because of their size. Their sheer size does not allow them to focus on these small disruptive innovations. Whereas me coming into the market fresh and brand new without these costs and everything that's tagged on to me, I'm able to uh, really find this disruptive innovation and bring that to the market. A few examples are smartphones, cell phones, and how the cameras on cell phones used to be really small, didn't work very well. The market was really small for people who actually cared about cameras on a cell phone. Well, the technology um, started growing, and it became a disruptive innovation where now that is one of the key features in a smartphone that people look for in a smartphone are the cameras. um, and there are lots and lots of different examples from Skype being an internet company and really just taking over telephone companies, and Netflix by really disrupting the entertainment and the movie sector. And so by taking on these little disruptive innovations at the beginning, entrepreneurs can really uh, take on those innovations a lot quicker. So I really enjoyed reading the book. If you are in any way thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, thinking about new products, this is a very necessary book for you to read, and will really help you in your tactics as you plan to take on your market and your different products. And by working in a bigger company, this is a really great read because you really understand the systematics why these smaller companies really just overtake the markets. So there you go. I really liked it. If you aren't in any of these positions, um, it's not a necessary read. It's good to understand the market, but being an entrepreneur, that's why I really liked it. So hope you guys liked the video and the review. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will be coming out with more reviews on the other books that I read, especially in relation to business. Thanks a lot, guys.